Hey YouTubers, welcome to my Round of 8 preview video for the Ever OSL. The Round of 8 is a best of 3 format which occurs over 2 Fridays. The first Friday, all 4 groups will play set 1, and on the second Friday, sets 2 and 3. Well, 3 if they're needed. As always, predictions are super welcome and probably will be read. I don't really have a great system for reading predictions yet, but if you didn't get your prediction read for the round of 16, go ahead and give it another shot for the round of 8. I love random bouts of fanboyism. Okay, since the theme of the intro of this Ever OSL is hand-drawn stuff, hand-drawn portraits of the players, I thought I'd give this a shot. I'd try my hand at this myself. So okay. Now I'm going to draw the competitors. Okay, let me go out there, draw Jaedong, and go over here, Flash. Well, I don't think this turned out quite the way I wanted. Okay, I'm going to touch this up with Photoshop a little bit. Close your eyes. Okay, you can open them again. Jaedong versus Flash. Oh, can you think of a better way to start it out? Unfortunately, some people's predictions of a Jaedong versus Flash finals is now impossible, because only one of these guys will be able to move out. And for the first time ever, I would put Flash above Jaedong in this matchup, just because Flash has been doing so well against Zerg recently, and Jaedong really hasn't been tested that much. Jaedong's still a great player, and he's still a big threat to Flash, but yeah, just hasn't played very many versus Terran games. Flash has become one of the best versus Zerg players in the world, although I've kind of noticed that he keeps using the same type of build, and I think Jaedong could take advantage of that if he studies some replays. But these two will play on Fighting Spirit, New Heartbreak Ridge, and Eye of the Storm. And the winner of this best of 3 will move on to face the winner of this next matchup. Calm versus Pure. A very, very interesting matchup because Pure, he's really becoming one of the best versus Zergs of the Protoss players. Really, all 3 of the Protoss left in this OSL are the 3 kings, I think, of tackling Zerg with modern PvZ. Now, Calm, his best matchup is against Protoss, but I really haven't seen that represented in his play as of late. The last game he played against a Protoss was in the MSL, and he lost to Best. He really hasn't been playing many Zerg vs Protoss games recently, not televised ones anyway, so it's hard to really pin that down. He almost lost to Backho earlier in this OSL, so I'm definitely questioning if Calm can get this done. But if he wants to become a Royal Roader of this OSL, yes, Calm has the potential to Royal Road this OSL, winning his very first OSL. He'll have to tackle Pure here on Eye of the Storm, El Nino, and Fighting Spirit. Okay, on to the bottom half of this round of 8. Zero versus Movie. Dark Movie. Unfortunately, Movie has to go up against Zero on New Heartbreak Ridge to start out with, and that would probably result in a loss unless Movie can come in with some epic play that won him his spot in the round of 16 in the first place. He went Corsair Reaver against Hero and ended up making that a very, very revolutionary game for Protoss. Zero, on the other hand, has some of the best versus Protoss of any Zerg, so this is definitely going to be an uphill battle for Movie. Movie has become a great Protoss innovator, but he's got to keep that innovation rolling because he's dealing with a very innovative Zerg as well. These two will be playing each other on New Heartbreak Ridge, Eye of the Storm, and El Nino. And the winner will move on to face the winner of this matchup. Stork versus Shine. On paper, this looks like a dream matchup for Stork, but really I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that. Shine has shown very good versus Protoss play. He already took down Bisu, so if he takes down Stork, he will have dethroned Bork completely from this OSL. But Stork is not as stubborn a player as Bisu. He's evolved his versus Zerg play to the point where it always looks like he's one step ahead of the Zerg player. Very, very strong play, and if he keeps that rolling, I think he will be able to roll through Shine here to face the winner of Zero and Movie. And that's it. That is your round of 8. A very strong round of 8, I have to say. Very good potential matchups in the finals. Really, we got Stork versus Flash potential, Stork versus Jaedong, Zero versus Flash, Zero versus Pure or Calm would be great, Movie versus anyone on the other side. I think there are very few chances for a mediocre final. There's pretty much nothing but quality here. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to see where the semifinals go after this. Flash looking very strong, Stork looking very strong. So you know what? I'm going to predict a Stork versus Flash finals, which I think I'd be more excited for that finals than any other finals I've watched or commentated on in my life. So I hope that happens. This has been Nuke. I will see you guys soon for some round of 8 action.